Welcome back to Grammar Grade 7. This is Unit 2, Lesson 9, and it's all about nouns. Today, we build two noun skills that show up constantly in real writing. First, compound nouns, where two or more words team up to act as a single noun. Second, possessive nouns, the ones that show ownership, that tell you something belongs to someone. Both are everyday noun moves, and once you see the patterns, they become easy. Let's dig in. Here's the plan. First, compound nouns, where two or more words team up to act as one noun. Second, possessive nouns, the ones that show ownership. Both are everyday noun moves that you already use out loud all the time. Our job today is simply to spell them correctly on the page. Let's start with compounds. So, what exactly is a compound noun? It is two or more words joined to name one single thing. Here's the twist worth knowing. Compound nouns come in three different spellings. Some are written as one solid word, like toothbrush or flashlight. Some are hyphenated, joined by little dashes, like editor-in-chief or runner-up. And some stay as separate words, like roller coaster or post office. All three are still one noun, one idea, no matter how they happen to be spelled. Let's make compound nouns plural, and we'll start with the easy case. When a compound is written as one solid word, you make it plural the normal way. Add s or add es right at the end. Toothbrush becomes toothbrushes. Flashlight becomes flashlights. Mailbox becomes mailboxes. Nothing fancy at all. If the whole thing is spelled as a single word, the plural ending simply goes on the very end, just like any ordinary noun. Now the trickier case. When a compound is hyphenated, or written as separate words, you do not just tack an S on the end. Instead, you make the most important word plural, the word that carries the real meaning. Take runner-up. The important word is runner, so the plural is runners-up, not runner-ups. Same with editor-in-chief. The editor is the key word, so it becomes editors-in-chief. And with separate words like roller coaster, the coaster is the main noun, so it becomes roller coasters. Find the word that matters most and put the plural right there. Now let's switch to the second skill, possessive nouns. A possessive noun shows ownership. It tells you that something belongs to someone or something. Look at this, the dog's collar. That little mark, the apostrophe, tells you the collar belongs to the dog. The apostrophe is the ownership signal. Whenever you see a noun wearing an apostrophe, it's quietly saying, "This thing is mine. This belongs to me. This is theirs." Here is the first possessive rule, and it covers most cases. When the owner is a single noun, one owner, you add an apostrophe and then an S. A pilot's jacket. The jacket of one pilot. The city's skyline. The skyline of one city. Now watch a tricky one. A name that already ends in S, like Chris. Even then, we usually still add an apostrophe and an S, giving us Chris's backpack. So for any singular owner, add apostrophe S and you're set. Rule 2 is for a special group, plural nouns that do not end in S. Think of words like children, women, and mice. These are already plural, but they don't end in the letter S. For these, you treat them almost like a singular owner and add an apostrophe and an S. The children's playground, the women's team, the mice's tunnels. Because there's no S at the end already, the apostrophe and S slide right on, just like Rule A. Now Rule 3, and this is the one people mix up most. When a plural noun already ends in S, you add only an apostrophe with no extra S after it. Look, the player's bench. Players already ends in S, so the apostrophe simply goes after that S, and we stop. The farmer's market works the same way. And a family name, like the Johnsons, becomes the Johnson's driveway, apostrophe after the S. If the word already ends in S, resist the urge to add another one, just the apostrophe. Let's turn all three possessive rules into one quick decision. Ask about the owner. First, is the owner singular, just one? If yes, add apostrophe S. Second, is it plural but without an S ending, like children? If yes, still add apostrophe S. Third, is it a plural that already ends in S, like players? If yes, add only the apostrophe. So one owner gives you pilots with apostrophe S, while an S-ending plural gives you players with just the apostrophe. The whole choice is apostrophe S versus a lone apostrophe, and the tiebreaker is simple. If the word already ends in S, drop that extra S. Time to practice. In this first set, each item asks for the plural of a compound noun. Decide how the compound is spelled, then choose the right plural. Pause the video and try each one yourself before I reveal the answer. How do we make toothbrush plural? Toothbrush is written as one solid word, so we make it plural the ordinary way, adding ES to the very end. That gives us toothbrushes, so the answer is toothbrushes. Now the plural of runner-up. This one is hyphenated, so we do not add S at the end. Instead, we pluralize the most important word, which is runner. That gives us runners-up. So the answer is runners-up. How about roller coaster, written as two separate words? The word that carries the meaning is coaster, so that is the word we make plural, giving us roller coasters. So the answer is roller coasters. In this second set, each sentence needs a possessive noun. Ask whether the owner is singular or plural, and whether it already ends in S. Then choose apostrophe S or just the apostrophe. Pause and try each before I answer. The jacket belongs to one pilot. The owner is singular, just one pilot, so we add an apostrophe and an S, giving us pilot's jacket. So the answer is pilots. The playground belongs to the children. Children is already plural, but it does not end in S, so we treat it like a singular owner and add apostrophe S. That gives us children's playground. So the answer is children's. The bench belongs to the players. Players is plural, and it already ends in S, so we add only an apostrophe with no extra S. That gives us players' bench. So the answer is players'. Let's gather up today's lesson. A compound noun is two or more words working together as a single noun, and it can be spelled as one word with hyphens or as separate words. To make it plural, add S or ES if it's one solid word, but if it's hyphenated or separate, pluralize the most important word. Then we met possessive nouns, which show ownership with an apostrophe. For a singular owner, or a plural that doesn't end in S, add apostrophe S. But when the plural already ends in S, add only the apostrophe. Nouns that team up, and nouns that own. Nicely done today, and I'll see you in the next lesson.